Honestly, I did not grow up thinking that I'll end up in real estate. To change that stereotype or maybe break it, not to be just a nice lady selling properties. I wanted to go on a path of expertise, to be that person who guide the clients, be the person behind legacies. Maybe my turning point, if I would say, when I became a mom. When I became a mom, that changed all my thinking. Not just only to work in real estate. I want to make the women be part of the change to the game, to build more wealth, not only legacies, and to be financially independent. Women doesn't need to be in a toxic relationship just because they don't have money. They don't need to be stuck in a working environment just because they don't have money. Women need to be financially independent even though she has rich parents, rich husband, wherever the environment she came from.
You are a founder, you are a strategist, you are a speaker as well, creator. So which identity challenged you the most?
They think that real estate is too technical, it's too risky, there's a lot of numbers. It's not for me, this is not the field is for me. So I challenge myself to be in the front row and to be the front line.
All know that you run a very special program for females.
If you understand the game, and first they need to learn how to save.
Right.
Women doesn't know how to save.
They are not feeling good. They just overeat, or maybe if they are not feeling good or maybe emotionally distressed, just go out and shop or purchase.
You can understand how pollutions are going through different kind of materials. Sustainability is a must because that is where our health stands. After COVID and post-COVID, we get to understand how important to dive into that path of sustainability, because sustainability is not about environment only. It's about it's a lifestyle. Don't get fooled with what happened on social media, because behind everything you see perfect, there is a camera who's taking that video.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of HerTalks. Today we have someone really inspiring, amazing, and you will watch who is she. In this episode, we will talk money, mindset, market, and the mission to make wealth accessible for women especially, and everyone. So let's dive in and welcome Dr. Salwa. Hi, Dr. Salwa.
Hi.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for hosting me.
Thank you so much for coming. So, Dr. Salwa, you have built an incredible career blending real estate with digital innovation. Can you walk us through your journey and what first ignited your passion for a field that many women sees as inaccessible or intimidating?
Sure. Honestly, I did not grow up thinking that I'll end up in real estate. As a Tunisian, I was like, in Tunisia, they quietly encourage us and motivate us to be more academic, and that's why I carry on my studies and academic and my MBA first into interpretations, and I work in a different field. When I came to Dubai back on time, it's been 14 years, and every year you say I'm leaving, but this is a land which have his own charm and magic. I worked in real estate, but my own passion goes to change that stereotype or maybe break it, not to be just a nice lady selling properties. I wanted to go on a path of expertise, to be that person who guide the clients and be the person behind legacies. Maybe my turning point, if I would say, when I became a mom. When I became a mom, that changed all my thinking, not just only to work in real estate. I want to make the women be part of the change to the game, to build more wealth, not only legacies, and to be financially independent. Women doesn't need to be in a toxic relationship just because they don't have money. They don't need to be stuck in a working environment just because they don't have money. Women need to be financially independent even though she has rich parents, rich husband, wherever the environment she came from. Being a mom let me understand that whether you are single, married, a mother, a daughter, a sister, you need to be financially independent. So financial independence, as I told you earlier backstage in the coulisses, that it's not about money. It's about owning your decision in your hand. Be free and mentally healthy, how to say, so you can raise healthy and mental stable kids. So it's very important for me. That's why I create Women of Vision program. It's very important to understand it's an educational program, because women need to understand that investing doesn't come between one another day. If you're not mentally healthy, you can't. If you have disorder, you cannot invest. How you will take right decision if you're not stable? So it's all about that thing, which when I think about having a program, how and what fits really the woman needs. You don't need to be a working woman. You can do business from home. And now with AI and digital innovations, women can create a whole space, even their home. So it's all about starting. The start is hard, so start small, dream big. It's not a big deal. You need just to dream that you can do it. And I love the slogan you have, if you can dream it, you can do it. So women empowerment comes in the middle, that women need to empower another woman. If I want to be successful, I need another successful woman next to me.
Right.
And unfortunately, after dealing with women, I get to know that the real enemy of a woman is another woman, is not a man. We're not in gender equality anymore. So this is the problem I get to face, that women first need to be tolerant with herself, need to invest in herself, and need to be very friendly with the surrounding circle. So choose your circle very well, and make sure that you educate
Right.
yourself. And if you want to empower another one, first you need to be ready to have that mission and have that message. So maybe this is how I can simplify the question you gave me.
Okay. I know that you wear several hats. You are a founder, you are a strategist, you are a speaker as well, creator. So, which identity challenged you the most?
Which identity challenged me the most? See, when I entered real estate, when I started my career in real estate back on time, it was male dominated. And I always say it's not meant for us. It is a male dominated field, and most of the women was underrated. And women give the chance to people think like that, because they think that real estate is too technical, it's too risky, there's a lot of numbers, it's not for me, this is not the field is for me. So I challenge myself to be in the front row and to be the front line and to talk, that I can talk as an analyst and strategist in real estate. I can analyze, I can give feasibility plans, I can reach to do big sales and big numbers. And it's not about only selling. And I know myself when I was new and I was just challenging and I was struggling in this career, I remember, and I'm sure they're watching and they know themselves, they were my colleagues, some of them are competitor business. They were saying, you're doing this because you are a girl. And you're doing that because you're a girl, and you're doing deals because you're a pretty girl, or it's not about that. When you reach a level that you are competing men in not only selling property, but be the one who are guiding in the market, who are analyzing the market, who are giving big study to your clients, and who make your clients invest and make big capital appreciation, big return of investment, and flip the property, sell another property, and manage portfolios of billions of properties. That is the time you tell them, look what I'm doing. I'm not just selling property, I'm building legacies. That's very important. So maybe this is one of the challenging point. At the same time, as I told you, I go back to the same point. After being a mom, it was a challenging point for me to make a balance between my ambition, my work, my career, and my duty as a mother. So, and I always have a big credit to my husband and to my brothers who are living in Dubai, because they supported me a lot. My family as a whole, but I'm just emphasizing on the people who have a big impact on my career, where I'm standing today. And all my big awards, I got it after being a mom. That's the big challenge, and I'm so proud of the level I reached today, because I got so good titles, but the best is after being a mom and maybe that is the big challenge I can name.
I think that is your biggest strength at the moment.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is actually. I know that everyone and every woman need to think that what she's doing for herself is the best thing. Leave the ideas of feeling guilty. I know that the guilt, that moments of feeling, oh, I'm not doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. I need to spend time more, and this is what it hits me in such a time, that feeling of guilt. But at the same time, when I think it in another way, no, this is what I want to keep to my daughter, what legacy behind I want her
Absolutely.
to be proud of. Yes, I want to be a role model for her. And yes, I don't want to keep money for her. I want to invest on her health, and her studies, and I want her to have a path similar to mine. I don't want to spoil her, and I still believe on the old tradition and the old grow up raising educations. I'm not actually with the new way of education. I'm still that person who believe about moralities and need to give the kid a time to grow healthy and peacefully. That's why it all comes from me. I'm the source of inspiration to her. So if I'm healthy mentally, like before healthy mentally, I have to be ready to raise her in a very peaceful environment. That's why I decided to do this program to inspire women that it's never too late. You can shine, you can see yourself the best person on earth. That's why I always tell all the women who follow me, my friends, my surroundings, my groups, that you are the most valuable piece. Don't copy other people. Don't do things overwhelm if you are not able to. Just look at your plate and feel enough about it. Other people doesn't have what you have. So if I believe that I'm the most valuable piece, I'm the most valuable thing in my whole outfit. All what I'm wearing is an accessory, but me is I'm the best. So I won't think that if I buy this and I buy that will give me a value. Nothing is worthy more than yourself. That's why investing in yourself, start from educating yourself. Because for me, I believe in education, and it's not, I'm not talking about the academic education, it's every education, energy, positive vibes, and eliminating every toxic person before the object from your life, and make your circle as much as small, as much as healthy, you will be in peace.
And I couldn't agree more than
Yeah,
on this part actually,
yeah.
because you have rightly mentioned, like, our kids, they are watching us. They are
Yes,
watching us
yes,
when mothers are getting ready, going to the office, and they are seeing that our daughters are watching us. They are seeing, oh,
yes,
my if my mom can do it, I can also do it. So
yes.
these kind of a legacy and inspiration, I think it's all starts from house, your
Of
own
course,
home.
moms are the first teachers, and house is the first school for the kids. And unfortunately, recently, and with like smartphones
Right.
and social media, we are witnessing a lot of this morality, and that is our mission and our duty to guide and to maintain the level of whether morality, educations, like traditions, custom, and rules. And I believe in discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline can make control for everything. If there is a discipline, start from home. If they learn how to discipline, everything will go well. Even in workplace, everything. If you have discipline, things will go well. That's very important. And reading is so important. If we teach our kids from young age to read, that will help a lot in the future.
That's wonderful. But I have a question actually. So there is a growing buzz in the real estate market that it's a cool career for Gen Z. And what's your take? Are young agents entering the field with long-term vision, or it is just the flexibility and money?
See, I'm fun a lot with them, this Gen Z, quietly called Gen Z. Um, see, I am very impressed about what they're doing, actually. They're doing so much better than our traditional way. And there are a lot of Asians who are fascinated about the entry go for this real estate field. They think about the lifestyle, they're driven about the luxury way and the glamorous, which they are seen in social media. But I always tell them, the young people, whether in my office or wherever people I'm training, don't get fooled with the social media, because social media, it's really fake. Because the Asians who make real money doesn't post on social media. People who have really money won't post on social media. And our life is not fancy bags, or it's not a luxury like bags or Chanel bags or these fancy bags or fancy life. It doesn't make you rich, or it doesn't make real money. So if you want real money, that's where I talk about investment. That's why, not because I'm into real estate, of course, because I know the market and I know how real estate can create a big wealth, but because it's a tangible asset and it's create a lot of cash flow and everything for the young like generations. They're not really understanding the long term of that. They most of them, they think, I come today to real estate industry, tomorrow I'm going to be a millionaire. It's not like that. You need to learn, you need to focus on making yourself different, especially nowadays with digital innovation and AI. There are lots of WhatsApp AI, agent AI, and now they need to put themselves in a position where I'm standing. If nowadays there is something called agent AI, optimized with artificial intelligence and have all data and information, so where I'm standing, so the one who use AI will have better opportunity, of course, for the one who doesn't use, but you need to put yourself as a human. And I've been once as a TEDx speaker in one of the topic, which is power of human connection. And I told them, AI will never replace humans, because AI have shallow connection. It doesn't feel, it doesn't sympathize. It's quietly only analyzed.
Right.
So our sense, and I always say in real estate, I believe still in human connection. When I go to buy a property, I still believe that I need to connect with the humans, because there is a sense. Because we're not selling only houses, we're selling homes, feelings,
Right.
nostalgics,
Emotions.
emotions. So it goes beyond the AI. That's why where we're standing. If you are into real estate, what makes you different from another agent is your expertise, your knowledge, how much you know about the market, and where you want to guide your clients. You need to understand the game of the numbers and the ROI, ROE, capital appreciation. A lot of terms agents need to understand, and you need to, as I always say, I'm a person who doesn't chase commission. I really look for legacies and structure, bond with the clients, good relationship. That will make me today, if I want to be a good agent and expert in this field and get this field for lifetime, I need to be in that position to manage portfolios and to guide my clients and to say an N. I need to inject myself with vitamin N, and I would say now a big greetings to Dr. Noor Al-Sarouji. He's one of the strategists in real estate, and he just attempted the records with the biggest real estate training lately. So he's the one I heard once, he said, we need to inject ourselves with vitamin N. Means no, you need some time to say no to your client. You need to be that one who tells your client what to do and to guide him.
Right.
Because sometimes as a real estate agent and consultant, your role is to consult and give the right advice to your client. Don't just like run behind commissions, because you can get more and more if you'll be the one who your client give the key of trust to.
No, I think that's a wonderful advice. We all know that you run a very special program for females, and we would like to know more about it.
Okay, see, Women of Vision, it's, as I told you, it's a program born in 2 years back from an idea, a very simple idea, and from a very nice lady called Miriam, and I would say hi to her. She's always my successful story. She went out of very toxic relationship and went on a divorce with 2 kids, and she was stuck. And that is the time where we start thinking, she said, Salwa, I'm stuck. I need to get another way to get more income to survive more and to be happy more. So I tell the say, you can't do this if you are not stable, if you're not mentally healthy. There is something called in my program mental health and mental wealth. So there is first you need to heal yourself from your financial trauma. That's a different thing. So in my program, they learn how to detox their life before their bodies. Detox means taking anything toxic from your body, right? So detox your life means you need to take everything toxic in your life wherever cost, because you've gone through a lot and you come to a time you say no to everything.
Right.
And detox your life means you need to get rid of all the unnecessary purchases. Women, because this is nature, emotionally, when they are not happy or they are disordered, they just gone through whether bad habits like eating and disorderly, like purchase unuseful
Unnecessary stuff,
purchases,
yeah.
like. So I give them program how to learn how to detox, even from grocery. You can detox, you can get low way and you can have more saving if you understand the game. And first they need to learn how to save.
Right.
Women doesn't know how to save. That's why
That's so
it
true.
comes. And in a later stage they need to scale and get the models. Some of the models I have 70-30-10, some of them are 60-20. So it depends on which every woman has a tailored custom program. But they got the class to understand about financial literacy. It's so important to understand what is financial literacy, what they get to understand. Budgeting. Women doesn't know how to make scale budgeting. Then investing. Of course, nowadays we are in Dubai and in a UAE there is a big digital transformation goes on, tokenization, fractional ownership, crowdfunding. So women can start investing with a small amount. With 1,000 dirham, she can start investing and she start creating her own financial freedom. So that's where I create this program to teach them first to understand the whole start energy of money. There's a lots of energy of traction. Women need to know how to learn how to connect with money. So that block which they have daily, so that's very important to understand what is the course about. It's not just having course and that's it. I'm not looking to have more students just having, no. My program is very global. Now I have ambassador for my program all over the world, and I have dedicated 15% of my program goes to help women due to poverty, due to war, they couldn't reach or like achieve their dreams. So we help them. I am collaborating with different associations in Africa as well. I have a lot of groups from delegate who comes all over and attend my classes. They can attend it online or physical. They need to learn. Education is the key. So they can't start doing anything if they are not ready. You cannot tell someone, come and invest,
Right.
and they are not ready for it. First, that's why it's learning. They need to learn. Financial literacy is essential because they need to learn about money, the game of dealing with money. It's not easy. Women feel that this is too technical. That's why they need a simplified way to understand that.
I think we talk a lot about these days about the sustainable ways of
course.
living, right?
Yeah.
And I have seen people like if they are not feeling good, they just overeat, or maybe if they are not feeling good or maybe emotionally distressed, just go out
Yeah.
and shop or purchase. And I think this is a very growing trend, eating out, buying unnecessary stuff. And if a person will go and just open the wardrobe and they will see more than 50% of the stuff is there which they are not even using. I mean, it's just that unnecessary stuff which is lying there. It's a kind of a money which you
Yes.
have
Yes.
wasted. And despite of that, if you'll put more money on maybe a mutual funds, maybe on real estate or some other ways, I think it will increase your ways of or make you more financially independent.
This is detox. This is one of the practical exercise and task which I give women in my program to have is detoxing their environments and their surroundings and their life and their houses comes from the place where they live, where they work. So detoxing is not just remove the toxic things, as I told you, remove everything unnecessary.
Absolutely.
So if you want money, you need to attract money and you need light, energy. In the house, there is a practical exercise I give is to detox everything which you did not use for 3 months. Get rid of it and give it to charity. There are a lot of people who need that. So we are doing accumulation stuff things, and if you can see the numbers and the statistics of the wastage
Yeah,
every year,
absolutely.
you can understand how pollutions are going through different kind of materials. Sustainability is a must, because that is where our health stands after COVID and post-COVID. We get to understand how important to dive into that path of sustainability, because sustainability is not about environment only. It's about it's a lifestyle. So you
Right.
cannot detox your body before detox your whole lifestyle, and you cannot be healthy if you're not eating healthy. So what you eat is what you get. It's even in your face. So everything comes from within. So that's why I always say to women, invest first in yourself, because everything comes from you. You can't help another one if you're still in that position of
Absolutely.
need. Yeah.
That's so true. And I mean, like the thing which you just mentioned about the house and the home and the things which is there. So recently I watched a documentary on Netflix. It is by Marie Kondo. So she is the person who actually suggests the people how they can make their house more accessible, more sustainable, and how we can actually throw out the stuff which are not giving us those vibes, or maybe
Yes.
the feelings, which is the kind of, again, you are just removing the toxic out of your
Yeah.
space. But again, I think it is the awareness which you are creating is really incredible, which is very important
It's
at
it's
the moment,
essential.
to understand the value of money and where
Yes.
is the right way to invest to save our future. Actually, it's not like buying luxury cars or maybe the watches or bags or something like that. It's more into making yourself more financial sustainable for the long run.
Yes, but I believe that as far as I'm doing something I love, it makes me happy, I do it. I'm not against 100%. I cannot be that much superficial. I'm super realistic, and I'm
Right.
doing lots of what other women are doing. I'm just telling you what we supposed to do.
Right.
Doesn't mean I am doing what I'm teaching. I am like anybody. I'm not perfect. I'm committing those mistakes. And with it, I'm a human being. I'm driven by my emotional. Sometimes I go, but it's all about practice. It's all about exercising. It's all about giving yourself time. Because end of the day, if we don't commit mistake, we will never learn. We're not perfect. And I always say failure is
Absolutely.
part of the journey of success. It's not the opposite. We need to try and try and try and try until we do it. But at the end of the day, I'm with spending 10 if I have 200, spending 50 if I have 500.
Right.
I can't see a woman spending 5,000 and she's earning 3,000 just because she want to copy X or Y or Z.
Absolutely.
But I'm not against anything women doing for herself. If you want to do skincare, if you want to do this or that, it makes her happy, do it. Do it because it makes you happy and comfortable, not because XYZ of the girls have done it.
Absolutely.
So do what makes you really happy from with deep.
Within.
So you have to first be inside and deep inside happy and comfortable, because I know so many, you look at them, you find that life so perfect. But if you go inside, you will find them incomplete, broken, disordered, unhappy. And I always tell them, don't get fooled with what happened in social media, because behind everything you see perfect, there
Right.
is a camera who's
Absolutely.
taking that videos to show her life, wake up nice, beautiful, taking care of her kids. And you will, that is the time where you start comparing yourself to her life. Whether if you go back to the real and you think, you will find there is a camera behind that
Yeah, it's all
perfect
edited.
life, and you don't know how many times they recorded to look like that perfect image. And you start comparing. No. I believe on simplicity and live your life the way you feel it makes you happy. Don't compare yourself to others. Just feel enough about what you have. The most important, you feel balanced. It's very important, is feel that I'm comfortable, I'm balanced. And when you find that peace, no one can compete anything else. Nothing will be worthy then, because I've been through a lot of women who gone through a lot of depressions, and the day they gone out and they found their peace, they won't surrender to anything to give back. They wouldn't give up again. So they will take anything toxic just to maintain the level of peace they have. They won't be ready to go back to where they were before.
And it is very rightly mentioned by you, Dr. Salwa. I mean, getting that peace, or if you're not happy from within, there is no point
Of
of
course.
having any kind of luxury in your life.
Of course, the luxury, you can live it, you create the meaning of it. What does mean a luxury? Never, it has never been cars or luxury or fancy bags. That is not luxury.
Everyone
is-
has a different definition for that.
Luxury is to have a very safe bank accounts. You will have your decision in your hand. That is luxury. You have your own time in your hand. You decide when and what
Absolutely.
and how to do things. You have no one behind you to tell you. Pressure is never been luxury. You understand? So for me, I would rather have a happy life, midlife, going like in a very normal rhythm, or just chasing luxury, or just I want everything quick, quick, quick. What happens in quick, guns in quick. So I'm not against everyone who chasing money. Money is essential, and we can't be the superficial to say, no, it's not like that. We are in 2025. Of course, money is essential, and we are doing this just to teach women to be financially independent, to have more money, but to know how to use money is very important. How to, and to create real legacies. Fancy bags doesn't create legacies. So if you want to have real legacies and build wealth, it's not about those things. It's very important to understand where to invest. That's why I'm always advising my clients to go for real estate, because it's a very safe way where you can get a very good wealth, where you can build a very good portfolio for wealth.
Oh, absolutely. Buying or spending in that luxury bag.
Yes.
Before that, spend on the real estate. It's really,
yes,
I mean,
100%.
thank you so much, Dr. Salwa. I think it's an amazing talking to you, and
Thank
what
you, my
all
dear.
you have mentioned, it's really, I would say, apt, and it's realistic as well, because
you
most
so
of the
much.
time while running in the race of the life, we forget about the basic luxuries what we have with us. So thank you so much for coming on our
It's been a
show.
pleasure, really. I felt very comfortable. It was like a very chit chat, as if I'm talking to a normal discussion. It's not a recorded podcast, but thank you so much. And I just want everyone to understand that women should empower women.
Absolutely.
And that is really important to understand, not just to make it as a slogan, to really empower. With the minimum you can,
Right.
just empower another one and give tips. If you know how, give how. You cannot, knowledge is to be shared. If you kept yourself, is not exactly what we're looking for. So knowledge is to be shared, tips is to be shared, and it's very important to be available when people need you. That's very important. So thank you so much again. And for everyone looking to connect with me, they can connect with me directly, and they can know more about Women of Vision if they want to be part of it. It's very important. So welcome on board, and welcome to the community of Women of Vision.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.